Hello, test, test, 1, 2. Test, test. Hopefully you guys can hear me here. I'm waiting for anybody to join in, so I'll give you guys kind of like an update of what's going on. But again, I'll be waiting for any people to join in so I can talk. If you guys are watching, hey, what's going on, Wayne? There you go. So we got the first person already. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Okay, good, good, good. So I'm gonna kind of, I guess, yo, what's going on, Rob? Break down exactly what's been going on. And because I get people, I got some Patreon members asking about the VR build and asking about just me, what happened in the past few months, and overall, just in general, what has happened. And so I'm going to do the best I can to give you guys everything that has happened literally in the past, 4, 5 months. More like 4 months. Yeah, okay. So I say 4 months in general. So you guys all know what happened to me on December 23rd. I had a major heart attack and survived. I wasn't supposed to survive. So we already went through that whole entire ordeal. I wasn't supposed to survive that, and I'm here. I'm back. I'm doing content. Okay, so after that, I went through recovery, and that took about 2 months, and that got me around February. So that's when I started doing some work. I tried to do some work, and it just couldn't. My what's the word? I guess my heart just couldn't keep up with my ability to work. So I got really tired. I got exhausted very, very quickly. So I focused on easy projects like working on my bikes, doing basic, simple stuff that didn't require me lifting very heavy things. So I tried that for a while, and that kind of worked and kind of didn't work at the same time. So again, I took another break, another month off, and to see if I can recover better. And me just spending more and more time with my family and focusing on my family. And obviously, I have all my YouTube stuff and my Patreons on the back of my head, trying to get that done as quickly as possible. Believe me, I'm not one to hold back on things and like put them on the back burner. I'm just not like that. It's not my, how can you say it? Like, just it's just not within me, within my personality, within just me in general. So that being said, I got back and I started working on the VR. I got everything all set up on the VR6. It's all plumbed and ready to go. What needs to be done is now installed into the car. The VR6 is done. Like the VR6, the engine and all that is done. We got the transmission all done. All that is, the main components are done. It's just now getting the engine in, doing the intercooler, doing the radiator system, the turbo lines, and this is where I'm going to come in and tell you guys what I need from the community, because I actually need help to do this next part of work, because this is where I just can't do it. I'm doing the best I can, and I'm at my limitations currently. As I work and do more and more physical work, as in working out, being healthier, I will be able to do more. But right now, my physical limitations that's it. That's like working on motorcycles and doing super, super easy work that doesn't require me heavy lifting and bending over very much. My heart just can't take it. So, moving forward, say, what was it, last month? So in May, April was pretty good. May is when it became a little bit rough. In May, I went in back to my cardiologist and I got a checkup, and then they got new like medications taken off and put on, and I got really sick because medications didn't work out correctly, the wrong dosage and all this. So I had a really bad moment with my medical, and that put me under for a little bit. Doctors took care of me, fixed me right back up. I'm back on the right medication doses and all that, so I'm golden there. And then my wife got really sick. Carlene ended up getting appendicitis. Again, appendicitis is nothing serious. It's nothing crazy. It's a pretty common condition that a lot of people get, and a lot of people recover super quickly from it. It's very, very common. So we go in for surgery. It's immediate surgery. Legitimately, we went into the doctor for a checkup. She had some pains on her side. They're like, nope, you have an appendicitis. We go immediately, rush to the ER, and then immediately that same day, in for surgery. That's in and out within like 4 hours. It was crazy quick. But she ended up bleeding out, and that gave me some pretty crazy emotional trauma. Got scary. My life is my life, but the life of somebody else is even more affecting than me. My wife, takes care of my kids, my daughter and my son. She's my homebody. She's what keeps me together. And she's what keeps me actually going. She's the one that not makes me, but she's my little sideline cheerleader that keeps me doing my YouTube channel and keeps me going. That's just how it works for me here. So when this happened and the doctors were, on the sideline saying there's complications, and it's not like good complications or like a simple complication. It's a shitty complication that she's going through. And when I heard that, and they're saying that she was bleeding out, wheels start turning in your head, and you're like, shit, what's gonna happen? And then out of nowhere, my wife's in the recovery room, and I see her just turn pale, like whiter than my Mark IV in this picture. And I'm like, what's going on? And then doctors are just like panicking, and then they're trying to figure out what to do. They start doing stuff. She's about to faint. And I'm just like, man, and I don't know what to do anymore. Like, doctors just set me aside, and they're there to help her and focus on her. So that happens, and then they get her stable again. Her heart's just dropping really bad. It's scary. You guys understand? It's scary. And then I have to go home. I have to go home to my kids that night. And so I'm just like, oh, like, what's going to happen? I don't know. And so I try to sleep through the night, get my kids to bed and all that. And, I'm grateful for their grandparents being here and helping them out when I need them. So the next day, I go back to the hospital. I go do what I need to go do and keep an eye on her. And the next day, again, the blood didn't slow down. Her heart rate keeps dropping. She's about to black out. I mean, there's some crazy stuff like going on. And the doctors are like, we can't do anything. We can't go back in because we have a risk of giving her an infection and making things worse. We have to let her body play it out. And I'm just like, I understand that professional opinions and all that, but I'm here as a person, as an emotional, just cog in this scenario, and I'm just like, my brain is just going nuts. And then we just waited one day after the other, and she finally gets better, but with some severe pain. So what happens is that the blood flow finally stopped. She finally stopped bleeding out pretty much internally. She finally stopped that, and then so there's a pool of blood underneath like her stomach, and it's just there, and her body has to let it out on its own. And so from that day forward, literally 2 to 3 weeks, I have to be next to her because she's in severe pain, literally on a minute, hourly basis, and she has to work through it. I'm just there to be the emotional thing to keep her together, and obviously take care of my kids. So all that went through, and she finally, recovered, and now she's in great health. All golden here. My wife is doing great. She's able to get in and out and just live her day-to-day life. So, yay! We're moving on forward. Okay, so we're good there now. So That literally took another month out of my life, away from YouTube, but yet away from everything in general. Social media is, I don't earn money. I use social media to help others and generate content to help everyone. I don't rely on the money I make on it. I have a great job. Let's just cut that at the end of there. We just do it for fun. That's all that I do. That my YouTube channel and Patreon. Moving on forward, a couple days ago. All right, this is June now, because that happened in May, April, May. Yeah, May. That finally went all through, and then me. You guys can see here. I'm gonna move up. I now have a heart monitor. So a couple days back, let's say 4 days ago, Sunday, I collapsed. I pretty much had a long, not Sunday, was it Sunday? I think it was Sunday or Monday. I can't remember what day it was. I'm sorry. My days are all messed up right now. So, had a busy week. My wife and I made a decision to buy a pop-up camping trailer. We camp a lot. We love going out in the outdoors and just disconnecting from the world for a while and just being with, being a family. It's one of my favorite things to do. So I decided, stop sleeping on the floor and get a slight upgrade, which is a little pop-up trailer. It's very, very small. It fits 3 people, 4 people inside of it. It doesn't have a kitchen. It's very basic. It's super fun. Again, very, very basic. So we go buy this, and we had to go all the way to San Francisco to go purchase this item and come back within 24 hours because I didn't have a forced seat to have my daughter come with us, so she had to leave her back, and I didn't want to leave her alone at home not alone, but with her grandparents for too long. So we do that whole trip within 24 hours. I come home, I start doing all this other stuff, and lo and behold, I pass out on my way to the kitchen. I didn't black out, more like I just got really lightheaded, dizzy, so almost passing out. I'm like right in the borderline between that. And, I'm just like, dang, that's never happened to me since I've had my heart attack in December. And even in December, I didn't pass out. I did flatline and all that, but that's different. So I go into the hospital, and I'm in there for quite a few more days. I get this monitor on my heart. Doctors told me they couldn't find a single problem with me. My heart is super healthy. All my arteries are very clean. Besides cholesterol, we're Mexican. I'm Mexican, man. We love cholesterol. We love great unhealthy food. And that's it. That's all they told me. Is that, hey, go home, get that monitor on. I got this little phone right here that literally monitors my heart right there. And it's just like a little phone that has just a cell phone service, and it just watches my heart 24/7. Doctors get to keep an eye on me 24/7. I only have to wear this for 2 weeks. Once I get the green light, I can have it removed. So yeah, that is what has been happening. So the VR6 project, I got the engine ready to go. What I need from the community is someone to come over here on the weekends and help me get that car up and running as soon as possible. That's what I'm asking for. I need an extra pair of hands. I want that car done. Once that car is done, we're gonna get it sent out, get painted. I already got the roll cage, I got the seats, I got the exhaust system. All I need now is a downpipe custom made. We need the fuel system is almost done. We're gonna be making everything custom AN lines. I'm doing everything myself because I want to do something that's very unique and fun for you guys. I want it done as fast but as clean as possible. We got to weld in the roll cage. I still got to build a custom trunk for everything. So yeah, that's where we're at the moment with the car. I just wanted to give you guys an update about what happened in my life these few months. I mean, it's been since December, and now it has been 6 months, but 5 months stretched on so long for me, and they're not been stretched on in the greatest of ways. I'm just going to be honest with you guys. It's been really, really hard. My mental health has been struggling pretty hard. been very, very emotional in ways that, you break down. These scenarios break you down hard, and it sucks. Again, Rob, next time when you help me, I will guide you through and help you so you can help me. I'm okay with that. You can come over and help. Don't worry, I'm not going to end up charging you for anything you break. I'm going to walk you through and guide you through the entire process. But again, it's one of those things that it kicks you down, guys. It kicks you down hard, especially when they're telling you, "Hey, you could have died and you should have died." And that really puts your brain in a really crazy mental state. And then your wife, my wife, goes through some crazy health stuff, and it just pounds you back and down, up and down even more. And it sucks, man. Let's just be honest. It really does suck. Um, but I'm back. My mental health is working really well. I'm working, and I'm emotionally very happy. I'm emotionally just in a great mood. So I want to use that to move forward and just push myself forward. So that being said, I got a lot of new content coming. I just posted a new video today. I got 5 more videos coming. Actually, 6 more videos coming. On top of that, we are doing an exclusive build for one of our motorcycles. We're going to convert it from just a little basic little bike into a scrambler. I'm going to teach you guys the entire build process, and then in the process of that, we're going to buy another one and give one of those away. That's going to be for Patreon. On top of that, we also have an exclusive air-cooled content for Patreon members. We're going to be doing a full air-cooled process and build on our VW bus. That goes from brand new motor to removing, installing an engine, doing an electric fuel system, exhaust, learning how to tune carburetors, and learning how to check timing, and we're probably going to do a valve adjustment job. These things are very common on YouTube, but they're very old content videos, so I'm going to give a more modern update on everything with the full process on the entire build process and everything like that. It's a lot of fun. We're also going to be doing a modern stereo system in my VW bus. We're also going to learn how to build sub boxes and what type of woods actually make a big difference when you build subwoofer boxes. It's actually very interesting on wood materials and how they make a difference and how they resonate low frequencies and make different types of volumes. We're going to build a ported and sealed box. We're not going to do any port tuning. We're going to do very generic boxes, so that way you guys can get the idea. There's a website called the 12 Volt that I recommend highly to learn how to build boxes. It's a really cool place, and you learn how to wire subwoofers correctly, especially when you start running more than one subwoofer in a car. We're also going to learn how to build boxes for speakers, because in a VW bus there's really no good place to place a speaker without it making sound like crap. So there's a lot of things that you have to really pay attention to when you mount a speaker, whether you're going to build a box for it or you're going to tune it somehow with proper materials and all that. So there's a lot of factors involved in that as well. So we're going to be doing that with the bus. We're also going to be doing a mini series with camping. So if you guys are interested in camping, my wife and I, again, are big camping enthusiasts. We love going out in the outdoors and visiting new sites. Prepping for camping trip, obviously setting up, tearing down, proper ways to store food long term without destroying it and making it not spoil on you. Having fun out in the outdoors is one of the other big things that I love to do. Chilling, fishing. I've never fished before. I did my very first fishing thing, and I didn't catch anything, but it was actually fun. Very calming and fun. So these are things, again, that I want you guys to be ready for, because this is all coming. I've already started posting videos. You guys saw I posted quite a few videos already. I got more coming. The VR6 build is already in progress. I just need a helping hand on the weekends to help me get it done, because I really want to get this car going and up. I want to listen to it. I so badly want to turn it on and listen to it. So that's where we currently are. So, without further ado, you guys have any questions for me? I'm here to answer, and I want to make sure you guys, are all on the same page with me as well. Anybody? Come on. You guys have to have some questions. You guys should be curious about anything in general. Come on, guys. Oh, 100%. I agree. And this is why I'm reaching out to everybody and asking for help. I'm gonna start pushing that more now because I really can't. I can't do what I would like to do anymore due to my physical limitations now. So that's right, Rob. That means your butt coming over here as often as possible. Well, if I don't get any questions within the next 30, 40 seconds, I'm gonna say I pretty much clarified as much as I could and made sense for everybody to so they can understand what has happened. Dang, that's what I want to hear, Rob. Yeah, and bring your ruckus when you go cruising in that. Well, I'm not getting any other questions, so I'm glad that I guess everything I said made sense. I'm glad that I got a lot of this off my chest and I'm able to actually move forward more. But we will be having a lot more exclusive content going towards Patreon. We're gonna have the Hunter 350 build only for Patreon, and we're gonna also have my VW bus build only for Patreon. So if you guys are not Patreon members, I definitely recommend going to Patreon and using that. The funds that we generate through Patreon, we're going to use to give away, obviously, the Jetta. The Jetta's been given. Once the Jetta's going away, we're going to give away a Royal Enfield Hunter 350. Once we give that away, we're going to build that. We're going to give a Hunter 350 a Scrambler build. We're going to make a duplicate bike of what I have. And then we're going to probably go into another VW or another like air-cooled VW build or a couple motorcycle builds. I think we should do a few motorcycle builds before we go into more car builds. But again, it's something that is not my control. It's all our Patreon members. So if more and more of you guys really, really enjoy that content, we're probably going to push more into both sides of the channel for Patreon and just for general YouTube. This helps a lot for me and for you guys to help generate content. And maybe if we generate enough content and enough revenue, we can probably hire another person to join us to help us on weekends to do more builds quickly and effectively and film things a lot more efficiently. Because I'm just one guy, one man army here. So it definitely would be cool to have another person involved to help me do some builds. But hey, that's wishful thinking, and hopefully they wishes do come true. You never know. All right, though. Thanks everybody for tuning in. I appreciate you. Love you guys all, and I definitely, definitely appreciate all the kind words that I was given over the week due to my health and being in the hospital. They are words of inspiration. They do help me get out there quicker and come home. I don't want to be in a hospital. I hate being in hospitals. They just don't really make you happy. You know what I mean? All right. You guys have yourself a wonderful day. As always, here at PincheAls Garage, if you see another dubber on the road, and hey, if you're on your motorcycle too, give them a thumbs up, give them a deuces, respect one another. And as always, here at PincheAls Garage, we're going to break, we're going to fix, and we're going to repeat. Peace out, everyone. You guys have yourself a wonderful day, and much love from my family to yours. Peace out, everyone.